Hey guys, it's me Peyton, and today I'm going to be showing you all 15 of the new records that I set in Monster Jam Urban Assault over the past 24 hours that I've been playing it, from about 2 a.m. on September 14th to a little before 2 a.m. on September 15th. And September 14th is actually my dad's birthday, so happy birthday, Dad. This was a crazy set of records that I set, and I didn't do much commentary during the runs. There at the end, or there was no commentary at all. So I'm gonna be commentating this full, however many minute, around 30 minutes of Monster Jam video game runs, and I'll tell you what I was thinking throughout, tell you what kind of goes on during the runs, because I've never really done a video like this on this game, and I want this game to have as much attention as it should and it deserves. So without further ado, let's get on to the first clip here. This was the first record set in this 24-hour period at 1:56 a.m. on the 14th. I set this record. This is on what is known as stadium racing, which is very short, just like what you'd see on the Monster Jam show. This one is Orlando. It is one of the longer stadium racing. I think it actually is the longest, at 11.36 seconds, and that's the time I get here. This is tied world record with Hoopla Fish, and I was not expecting this world record at all, especially from the turns that I made. They were lackluster to say the least. This one is Louisiana Superdome. This one has had a major revolution in the past month or two, with a new U-turn strat here, using the boost a little later to get more traction. I thought this was going to be a sub 7, but it was a 7:02. Hooblafish holds the world record here with a 7 flat. I will still try for a sub 7 here. And then this one is Houston. The world record when I was playing this was a 7:79 by Vicious, and I was just playing this for fun. I wasn't really doing serious attempts. I paused because I thought it wasn't going to be it, and then when the screen comes, it's a
Oh my gosh.
7:75.
No
I think
way.
my reaction says it
No
all of
way.
how
There is
unexpected this
no way I
was.
just did that. I was like halfway concentrating on that. That was so weird. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
My bad, guys. I was actually going to say the times, at what time I got those previous runs on. Louisiana Superdome I got at 2:14 a.m. and Houston I got at 2:40 a.m. This run was done at 3 a.m. on the dot. This is on what's known as race circuit, and this is just kind of out in a rural area. Um, it's not supposed to be anywhere of significance or anywhere in real life. This one is known as coastal construction, and I haven't had the world record here in a hot minute. I actually don't know how long it's been. Probably about a year. Um, so this one is a little longer. It's about 2 minutes. This is actually the longest race circuit, the only one that hasn't gone under 2 minutes yet. And this is a shortcut here found by, I think, Vicious. It was probably found before then, but um, Vicious kind of popularized it in one of his runs. So one of the main things you want to prioritize in these race circuit runs is boost. I don't know if you guys, well, of course you guys can see the blue meter, under or in the bottom right corner. Those stars that are lighting up are determining how much boost I get, in a certain amount of time. You have 5 stars to get, and if you get 5, you fill up your boost meter and the like reserve one in the bottom. So each one through 4, gets you just a little notch, and then that 5th one really. So you see me doing a front flip here, that always gets you 2 stars, and I was running low on boost, so I was like, I kind of got to do it to get my boost up. Um, some things do more than others. Obviously, a front flip does 2 stars. You need a certain amount of things to hit for it to get a star. Crushing cars rarely gets you a star unless it's the very first one. And pretty much anything you do, stunt or hitting an object wise, gets you that first star, and it gets
World
harder as
record,
you go
baby.
on.
Let's go. 2:05:94. That's like a 2-second PR cut too. Oh my goodness. That's the first time I heard the world record here in such a long time.
The previous world
Let's
rec
go.
on coastal construction was a 207.19 by Vicious. This next one is another race circuit. It's London Rails. This is the first track, the Luigi circuit, if you will, for the equivalency in Mario Kart Wii. This track has had quite the history of being the first speed run done in this game. It's been the site of many historic things. I actually got the first sub 2 here back in March of 2019, back when we were unsure of what the limits were on this track. Back when me, Hoopla, and Vicious were the only people playing the track. Uh, the world record here when I was playing this was a 155.88 by Vicious. One of the most optimized times in the game, I might add. Vicious is a, he's a great racer on this track. And I actually PB'd here 3 times in this 24-hour span. I did my PR here before was a 156.39, and this run you're watching is a 156.33. So a PR of 0.06 seconds. I joked about it at the end of this run. If you want to stick around and hear it. The next run is also my first sub 156. It was a 155.99, funnily enough. I would like to add that this run was done at 3:10 a.m. on the 14th, and the next run, the one 55.99, happened at 6:34 p.m. on the 14th. From then, I went to sleep obviously after this run because it was getting pretty late, and I'll let you hear my reaction, and then I will continue back up with the commentary.
Yes, PB! By, what was that? 4 frames? Hey, I'll take it. I haven't PB'd here in like so long. And this is just the beginning. So get ready.
So this is when I came back from my classes. Yes, I am in college, starting up freshman year. So after this 15-hour break between when I went to sleep and when I woke up, went to class, and came back, I decided to play this some more, see how many records I could get, because at first I wasn't really thinking of the whole 24-hour mark being a whole um, thing, and then after I got back from classes, I was really starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Um, with this run, the 99. Pretty much this section right here with all the gates, you want to go down the middle, and then you want to go down the right, and then in beginner level you want to go down the left. But once you get up to 156, 155 territory, that's when you want to start going on the right, both laps 2 and 3. Just because it's faster, you don't have to go out of the way. Um, but yeah, mainly for these, it's just getting your boost, trying to hit as many things as possible to keep that up. But you don't want to do it too much. You don't want to hit too many things on lap 1 or lap 2 so you don't have your boost on lap 3 because um, that just kills your run pretty much at the level of that we're at. Um, want to get out of the way of everything, and then here, like right here, hitting these trees, hitting that like forklift thing or whatever it is. You just want to keep that boost up, and not having a spectacle or that boost at the bottom is not a bad thing. Just as long as you do have boost.
Yes! Oh my gosh. I don't know what that was. 155.99. It's not world record. But that's my first 155 ever. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Wow.
This is yet another not stadium racing, race circuit run. It's known as Mall Madness. I got this run at 7:03 p.m. on the 14th. I haven't really ran this track much in the past year, I'd say. Let me check the rankings. Yeah, the past year, my PB before this was a 1:59.51, coming up short of Vicious's historic sub 2 here of a 1:59.25 um, that he set also a year ago. The world record has since been dropped to a 1:58.48 by Kaizo MKW. So fellow MK Weir playing this game. So it is very hard to get boost here compared to Coastal Construction and London Rails. This doesn't have much, and what there is, the CPUs usually hit, um, or they're all clustered, and you have to hit them all on one lap, and then you can't hit them for the rest of the lap. So it's a lot of swerving to try to hit things and um, trying to keep the lines as good as possible for the difficulty of this track. Um, I have not had the world record here since the record went sub 2. Um, yeah, I didn't have boost there for that whole thing, trying to get a spectacle, just trying to hit stuff to get that boost. So yes, these world records are not perfect. Not me, but someone can get probably a second lower on some of these records. Maybe not London Rails, but definitely this one. And I feel like Coastal Construction can go down a little ways too.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how in the world that PV'd and world recorded. That is such a bad run. Actually, no, it's amazing. It's the best run I've ever done here. Literally. Um, wow, that's stupid. I had like no boost for the last.
With how bad the run was, I decided to keep going. And at 7:08 p.m., yes, 5 minutes later from setting the last run, I actually lowered it. Did this new strat at the beginning where there was some stuff left over so I could hit on lap 2, keep the boost up, try to get a spectacle. So that thing that didn't happen to me last time on lap 3, I made sure that it didn't happen again. It worked successfully. You'll see here in a minute, or not a minute, but a few seconds. And this run ended up being the first sub 158 on this track. I'm actually not too sure what the final time is. It's a 157.90 something, 80 something. This run is also not perfect. Again, swerving as little as possible will get you the better time here, and I am swerving a lot. I did get an early Monster Spectacle though, and that allowed me to not hit that stuff on lap 2 that I was saving. Oh,
What
and
in
also that
the
happened.
world?
This game is very glitchy, by the
Yeah,
way, and I got
perfectly
stuck
aligned
in.
too.
I got actually my tire clipped through the floor there. Vicious has a video on his channel of him actually clipping fully through the ground. If your tire gets stuck through and your whole tire gets stuck through, you can kind of get pulled down by gravity, which is very interesting. But thankfully, it did not happen to me here, and I actually got through the race after racing this track for about 30 minutes or so.
Let's go.
Um, so yes, not
Surprised I
optimized.
didn't hit
However, it is
Spectacle.
a fairly decent run. Despite being better than my last run, it's only like zero point 0.4 faster, zero point 0.3 faster. Again, I'm not sure how fast the time is. We'll see in a second
Good
here.
luck.
Um, so yeah, overlapping the racers from behind. Just doing the duty. So yeah, here's the reaction.
Whatever. New world record. First sub 158, about 5 minutes after my first sub 158. Um, or sub 159. But there we go, 157.88. Let's go.
Yet another race circuit pops on this list. This is from Fran Streets, one of my personal favorites. I just love the look of this place. Obviously, based off of San Francisco, with the trolleys and that railway in the center of the road going pretty much the whole track. This was set at 11:22 p.m. on the 14th. This track has a very big difference than the other ones in that this section starting here and going through the bridge pretty much has nothing to hit in terms of getting boost. These cars, as you can see, I'm running over them. I'm not getting a star or anything. A spectacle, a star is what they call them. So you really have to go in pretty much with a monster spectacle, um, and pray that you get one, pray that it lasts through the whole thing, and that afterwards you get something to keep your boost up. Because by the end of it, you're gonna be low on it. So as you can see, I got the monster spectacle here, and that will push me through the bridge. Um, that's pretty much the biggest thing on this track. We used to at the start here go all the way to the right there. There's a little alcove area. You can do a front flip and get those two stars that I was talking about earlier through that. But since then, we've not gone that way because the left route is faster. And you actually get some stars for airtime as well if you're in the air a lot. So that that helps a lot with going to the left. I hit that gas station there because it's lap 3 and I don't have to worry about boost anymore, pretty much. Um, so I hit it, and here's the end result. I didn't realize that there was no commentary here, but this is the time. The previous record was a 151.81 by Kaizo again. This is it's not race circuit, it is actually called head-to-head. It is a very interesting mode in the game where you and a teammate are going up against two other opponents and they are racing opposite you. So you can run into them, cause chaos. They hit a lot of stuff that you can hit. Very annoying in speedrunning this game. But one thing that can happen is you actually hit the trucks and they'll fill up your boost tank if you hit them the right way. If you hit them hard enough, they'll fill the boost tank up. Not the bottom one, but the top one, they'll fill it up. The bad side to that, though, is that you can hit them too hard and go flying in a different direction. As you can see there, I hit him and my boost went up, but other times you can get turned around, you can both start doing donuts. So overall, this is not my favorite in terms of speedrunning because the trucks do get in the way a lot, and you'll see that with a later track called Brooklyn Nights. This is called Roadworks Rumble, by the way. Probably should have stated that before. It was set at 12:35 a.m. on the 15th. Yeah, bunch of pileups here because of my teammate being a lap behind. But yes, the previous record was a 1:19.54 by Kaizo. And yes, this did PB and world record by .02. And I was freaking out that I had beat it by that little and still gotten the world record. I was like, yes, by .02. This track is also a head-to-head called Sunset Smash. I set this record at 12:42 a.m., so about 7 minutes after the last one on Roadworks Rumble. This is it's a hit or miss track. Everything can go right or everything can go wrong. It's very, if this happens and then this will happen, and it either goes towards your advantage or goes against you heavily. So there's a lot of stuff to hit, especially in this area right here. As you can see, I'm just getting stars by hitting all this stuff, all these obstacles. And yeah, that turn kind of sucks with them coming towards you. If you are not paying attention, they'll just run into you and your run's pretty much over. Also in this part, there are a lot of white picket fences that you can hit and get very easy monster spectacles. Um, Right here, that turns a little better because they usually come out before you go in the blind turn. Yeah, here I am doing a front flip to get my spectacle points up. Um, and there we go, Monster Spectacle. That is slower. However, at the time I was not, I don't know. I was just trying to get the points to keep the boost up because I didn't want to run uh, ending like this because I haven't had world record here in a while. I'm actually third out of fourth at the time of this recording, behind JC Yeah and Kaizo. World record here when I was doing this was a 144.37 by Kaizo. Here I get a 144.90. I didn't actually know what the world record was. I thought it was like a 141, so I decided to keep playing. And yeah, this run was set on or at 12:48 a.m. So 6 minutes after the last run. I was very much in the mood for some Sunset Smash. Um, so I was doing pretty good. It felt like a lifetime though. I felt like I stayed on this track for a long time trying to get a good time. Um, I don't know if there's one more run after this, but I remember this run. I was quite tired of this track, just trying to get a better time. Um, I still do not have the world record here. These are just PBs. Um, so yes, Kaizo still has the world record with a 144.37. Um, so congrats to him. He has a very good time here. I've been trying to get a good time here for a while. My PB before playing this today was a 147.49. So cut about over 3 seconds off with my new PB. There's another front flip. Yeah, this is not. I don't think this is my last run. I'm not gonna say anything. This is just a live commentary. I'm sorry for being boring with this commentary. I just I'm just watching these runs over again, having fun. You can grab some popcorn if you really want to. It's a pretty lengthy video for a non-Mario Kart video, and me just talking. Um, so if you get bored of tears, just don't watch this video, I guess. But if you are enjoying it, give me a thumbs up so I know you want some more Monster Jam Urban Assault. Um, and yes, this is my PB, the 42. It is .05 behind Kaizo's record. This is another head-to-head, probably one of the most annoying tracks in the game. This along with another one that will be in the video quite shortly. This is called Brooklyn Nights. It is one of the is the shortest head-to-head and one of the shortest tracks in general. As you can see, I'm completing laps in like 10 seconds. But it is very annoying because with such a short track, the trucks get in your way a pretty high percentage of when you're actually on the track. Um, Kaizo has the world record here with a 29.49. And before this, I had a 31.66, so I cut down about a second and a half. Very annoying though. Hoopla is infamous for saying that's one of his least favorite tracks, and that happened at 1:14 a.m. This is the other really annoying one. This is the one this is probably my least favorite track in the game. This is called Back Alley Brawl, and I did this at 1:31 a.m. on the 15th. Kaizo had the world record here with a 47.51 from 8 months ago. My PB before this was a 48.21. It's on my Twitch somewhere. I just remember being really mad playing it, and I've pretty much hated it since. There is a shortcut. It's actually a long cut in this track that I found, and that was kind of giving me an upset playing this track. I also got a Monster Spectacle there at the end, or at this pretty much at the middle of the third lap that I was not expecting. Got a 47.46 world record by .05 seconds. And here is the last run of the day of the 24-hour period. It is again on London Rails, my third of three records here. As I said, Vicious had the world record here with a 155.88, and this run actually beat it at 1:49 a.m., pretty much right at the end of the 24-hour mark, because the first run was at 150 something on the 14th. So I was kind of seeing if I could get 15 runs in 24 hours. So this run is very good. I was not expecting it too much at all. Just playing it, trying to PB. I wasn't really expecting anything. I did see that middle stack, that middle fence. I could have gone down the middle and then taken the right for the third lap, and that would have probably been a little bit faster, if not a little more efficient with my boost. But yeah, this run was really good. At this point, I thought my microphone was on. It was not. That's why I'm doing this commentary. But I did find out that it was off and turn it on at the very end. But at the end, I was like, yes, I finally have the world record here again. This was, fun fact about me, I had every world record in this game except this one. Back when Vicious had a 156.28 and I had a 156.39. So the world records and my PBs were a difference of 0.11. But since other people have come in and I have not hit that status again, but yeah, when I crossed the line, I was like, oh my gosh, what is it? What is it? What is it? Thinking that my mic was on, but I was like, yes, 155.79. I finally have the world record here again. I think this is the first time I had the world record here in like a year and a half. I don't know if this is my favorite record I set in this 24-hour period, but it's probably my best. One of my best, if not. But I'm very glad to have the world record back again on the most popular track in the game. But yeah, that pretty much wraps everything up for this 24-hour extravaganza of Monster Jam goodness. These will be up on speedrun.com shortly, so you can go look at all the times from other people, from other courses. There are a lot more courses that were not in this video that I have the world record on, that other people have the world record on. So make sure to check out the leaderboards, link in the description. Also, if you're interested in this game and you want to speedrun it, or you just want to talk about Monster Jam, join the Discord. What are you doing if you're not in there? It's such a fun place to just chill out and hang. Keep your eyes peeled for a Monster Jam Urban Assault documentary style video that I am creating. I don't know when it's going to come out. It is in its early stages of script writing. I haven't done much editing on it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. It's going to be over a few courses, over some things in the game, some aspects of the game that I think should have more light shown on them, especially in a game with 20 people playing it. So if you guys like the video, please like, and if you want more Urban Assault, comment what kind of videos you want to see, or just comment what videos you want to see in general. That is me, Peyton, out. Peace out. Love you guys.